Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, and it's time for this week's weekly adventures. So we have a 1.5, another 1.5, and a 3-star adventure. For the first 1.5, we have Butcher's Block. All units have plunder, grant me 1/1. This is one you'll be able to benefit with any champion, just something you're going to want to play around. But if you want someone that can especially take use of this, then some of the decks like Jinx, Gnar, or Misfortune, they have a lot of ways to damage the enemy nexus early and easily, and then you can play your units after that. So that'd be a very easy way to scale up. But again, you'll really be able to benefit from this with whoever you're playing. Just have this in mind, and you should be able to get your units buffed up. You're probably going to want to do a lot of open attacks at the start of your turn, immediately attacking to try to hit the enemy nexus, get a little bit of damage, and then play your units after that to take the best use of this power. Next up, we have Coastal Chaos. At game start, all players summon 2 Coastal Defenders. See that right here, 4 cost 2/6. When you summon another ally, give me 2 power this round. Now, Set is going to be the best for this because he has Coastal Defender already in his deck. And his Coastal Defenders also get a Phage, so 2/2, so they go to a 4/8 by default, and then they also get Overwhelm. Since he has the Coastal Defender in his deck already, these extra ones that he's summoning at the start of the game should also get those items. So if you have Set and you have him leveled up, this would be a great adventure to go through. The other modifier, when the foe attacks, give the player's units -2 power this round. So you're going to want to focus on some control aspects like stun or removal to make it so the enemy can't attack, or just make sure you have strong enough units that will still be able to block even when the enemy attacks. You're really going to watch out for fearsome enemies that can reduce down your power to the point where you can't even block. So it's definitely a power to be aware of, but you should be able to pretty easily play around this as long as you are aware of it. Next up, we have Ascensions Toll. When you level up a champion, all players discard their hand. Obviously, this is going to be best for Jinx. She's really our only discard deck at the moment. So she'll be good to play because then if the enemy levels up, Jinx will also level up. Or if Jinx is already leveled, doesn't really matter if she's discarding her hand because whenever you discard a card on Jinx, she's dealing damage to the enemy nexus and the enemy board. So this is just really giving you free damage for Jinx. If you're not playing Jinx, you can still pretty easily deal with this. You just need to be, again, mindful and not be keeping some of your better cards and planning on comboing them after you level up your champion. Just keep this in mind and you should be fine on whoever you play. Then we have the Undying Rage. Each round, the first time the foe's units would die, grant them tough, overwhelm, and fearsome. I feel like we see this almost every week. It's like either this or the Galio power where at the end of the round, it gives the enemy board 1 health. Really getting sick of seeing this. Couple ways to get around this. Either have enough removal so you can still kill the enemy's cards multiple times to be sure that this won't get in the way. So some great removal decks like Kindred or Annie have tons of removal, so should still be able to get around this. Or you can just go with Overwhelm or Elusive and try to kind of ignore the enemy units and just go straight for the nexus. You might want to consider using Greenglade Shadeleaf, the relic that you give your supported target Elusive, or going with Troll King's Crown to give your whole board Overwhelm. Some great options for just being able to push through or go around the enemy units so you really don't have to deal with this power. Also, using any obliterates also will deal with the enemy units since they don't technically die, they just get obliterated. So you may also want to go for the relic that generates a obliterate spell every single round. That'll be great for someone like Lux. Then to finish off, we have the Vicious Enemy, which this is here every week. Just the 10 Nexus health, 1 starting mana, and 1 starting hand size for the enemy. Overall, this week is kind of just fine. Pretty low star week overall, 2 1.5s and then a 3. I do think this 1.5 will be fun with Set, but other than that, kind of a disappointing week. Nothing really making me want to jump in and try anything out. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this week, or if your region got different weeklies that are maybe a bit more interesting, or if you found any fun combinations that can deal with this week's modifier. Definitely comment down below, and I hope you guys have a good day and a good week.